Right hand, left hand. Back part. Attach. Oh, baby. Oh. Okay. Here we go. More tutorial. Link. Weapons here the weapons here can draw forth the true power of this construct. Attach one to a hand, and your power in combat will be magnified several fold. The road to the secret stone is long and arduous. I recommend that you make stops at each armory along the way. You know what? This makes those areas a lot more important. Like every one of those little spots that we can build like a little car. Get accustomed to operating this construct so that you are prepared for whatever you may face. Construct ability. You can attach things to the hands or back of Minoru's construct. Attach objects can augment the constructive movement or combat abilities. Construct's movement, sorry. Okay. It's on the right hand. We attach. Flame emitter on the back. And one of these bad boys on the left. Okay. That did nothing. Okay, it's not a laser. It's just touch of death. And back. Okay. Not doing too much damage. This thing eats battery like a 3-year-old eats spaghetti. Gonna be honest, don't know what I was expecting after building a mech. Loser. And the only action it has is to ride it. You know if they're unbreakable weapons? Probably not. Oh, on the mech though. Yeah, I mean they probably break. Or you just like replace what you have. This thing kind of stinks. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Master Sword is the most... It's like the closest thing you'll get to unbreakable. And it's not even unbreakable. It's just... recharges. And that's the exact same as the last game. And like that's the biggest, baddest. So like let's check this, because the ball sucks. okay? Okay, so you can just replace what's on there. That was way too early. This will break. Just enough, though. That's exactly what we needed. Oh, this guy can go. Man, if they're going to give you some items, they should have at least given you something good. I mean, we can attach good stuff, so it's kind of okay. Oh, you know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. Oh, that's way more useful. Yes. A Zonai device, when attached to the construct's back, can greatly enhance its mobility. We have far to go before we reach the temple with the secret stone. Speed would be an ally here. So let's try this. Oops. What about the float stone? No value at all. Oh, and it does run out. Okay, fan is what we're sticking with. I was hoping either the rocket would push you forward or like it wouldn't disappear. Oh, you can pick up stuff too? Handy. Get me off. You know, could have said that a different way. We're dead. We're gonna die. Oh, didn't attach that. Guy is so smart. I don't have a shield out. That was almost the end. It's not here, is it? Where is it? Right there. Where? There it is. Also, wild greens just means... I didn't mean to rhyme. Like the little flowers you can find, like the little foliage, like all of these are wild greens. I thought there was something specifically called that, but that's what they mean when they say that. So I finished that quest. And in hindsight, we could have just, you know, finished it right then and there. I think we should just make more of this. I'm just gonna have it heal a little bit more. I think that's Yiga clan. No, those are fire keys. Yeah, our mech should be really hurting. There was a moblin there? Thank you. Just wanted that weapon. We could put on a cannon. Nah. I mean, it would be fun. But we're dealing with some pretty tough enemies right now. Okay, we do have a silver one. It was a slight problem. Thank you. Jerk. This thing sucks. This will not hurt him. Fine, it's fine. Get topped up here. Well, I mean, we'll get our normal hearts back, but we won't get healed. But I kind of want to talk about... Is it blue Hinox? Just the shrines. Because I want to talk about the amount of freebies. Which is slightly annoying. But there's so much more to do. Like, just going into caves is just valuable in itself, since a lot of the, like, good healing items are not in the overworld. Like, it's been a while since I've seen Hardy Radish. And I just recently picked up a handful of truffles. What? Cheater. I mean, I shouldn't use the horn. I should hold on to it. But I could use a toenail. Oh, God. Toenails kind of become my favorite resource for no real reason. Okay, steel ball. No, no, no. Link, you're close now to the secret stone. Draw forth the hidden power in this construct and press forward. Press onward. No way. I see what it wants me to do. But shouldn't this work? Shouldn't our... Now, I don't know if moblin weapons are considered hammers. Maybe they are. It broke. They do break. Oh, it's gone. You know what? At least this works. Well, that's not good. There's no charge, right? No. That was fun-ish. You know what I just thought? If this is just go here and get the stone, I'm gonna be upset. That is... looks like just a blue one. Link, that is Spirit Temple. This construct cannot climb a sheer cliff face. However, construct might be modified somehow in a way that enables access. Oh, Link. We are drawing near to the secret stone. Please be a temple. Like a real temple. I'm begging you, Nintendo.
construct. I made it long ago. But the glow... It must be under the control of something monstrous. If the Demon King has turned my creation into his pawn, we must defeat it. We can do this together, Link. Let's go. We have to stop that.
Okay, it's Mike Tyson's Punch Out now. I see. Little annoying that we didn't get. I mean, it wasn't like a temple, but definitely was built like one. I'd give it another half point. I'd give it another half point. So if we count Hyrule Temple as half C's, and this one as a half C's, that puts us at 5. Sure. I think I was probably supposed to attack at that point. I'm gonna eat some food though.
It brought out more arms. Be careful. We won't last long this way. We need to find another approach.
Give him a touch. Nope. There. Oh, he's got to be toast. One more.
Zelda asked me to aid you, Link. I am the Sage of Spirit, and one of the Zonai. Minnow. I am glad to meet you, Link. I must thank you. It is because of you that we have recovered my secret stone. Originally, my intent was to awaken when you first found the Porapad, then to guide you to my construct and assist you on your journey. I had not anticipated a battle with that same construct. You have proven quite adept, and I am grateful for all your efforts. Link, here. In the name of Minoru, Sage of Spirit, I grant my power unto you. I believe it will serve you well. With this power I've given, a deep bond has been forged between us. And from this point forward, my spirit will reside within that construct. I will help you however I can. Aha!
I am one who lived in the distant past, the age of Hyrule's founding. Circumstance forced me to forsake my body and become a being of pure spirit. Long have I slumbered within Zelda's Purapad in order to share what I knew when it passed into your hands. I apologize that our meeting has been so long delayed. Demon King's interference is to blame. Nevertheless, I ask your pardon.
Well then.
Now, onto the topic at hand. In my own age, the distant past, from your perspective, Zelda awakened as the Sage of Time and appeared before us. What I must relate to you is a tragedy that occurred in Hyrule's history. At its crux was Zelda, who held a secret stone and traversed time.
Aha!
She made a momentous decision in those days gone by. I would have you know of the resolve she poured into that blade, the Master Sword.
Long ago, my people, known as the Zonai, came down from the heavens to the surface of the world. It was said they were descendants of gods. They bore treasures from these same gods, secret stones capable of amplifying the abilities of those who possessed them. Using the knowledge of the Zonai, my younger brother Rauru became a great leader. He met a young woman named Sonia, and they would wed. Rauru gifted Sonia one of the secret stones. Together, they sought to establish their kingdom. This is how the Kingdom of Hyrule, with Rauru and Sonia as its first king and queen, came to be. The future looked bright. However, tragedy suddenly struck. A man of great evil emerged from the desert. The leader of the Gerudo, Ganondorf, killed Queen Sonia and stole her secret stone. Using the secret stone, Ganondorf transformed into the Demon King. He then created swarms of monsters and attacked. Hyrule rose up to face these threats, but the evil power driving the monsters forward was staggering. The defenders were on the brink of defeat. Rauru then came up with a plan to turn the tide of the war. He entrusted secret stones to warriors with exceptional abilities. They became sages and united in an effort to finally defeat the Demon King. Rauru and the sages outnumbered the Demon King and should have been able to stop him. However, the Demon King's power had grown far beyond anything we could have imagined. I was unable to withstand his strength. Our fight appeared all but lost. And then, Rauru. He committed himself to one final act.
That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf! Don't be so smug. I know exactly what it will cost me.
Thousands of years will pass in the blink of an eye. You only delay the inevitable.
You're wrong. Years from now, someone will appear with the sword that seals the darkness. A swordsman with the power to defeat you, Link. Remember this name.
Interesting. I look forward to meeting you.
Aha!
You know this tragedy as the imprisoning war. Though it took all we were able to give, we succeeded in imprisoning the Demon King. But I was wounded in the process. My body was soon to expire.
Well then,
That is when Zelda came to me, carrying a decayed and broken sword. Yes, you will recall how the Master Sword vanished from your hands at the Temple of Time. From there, traveled into the distant past, appearing in Zelda's hands. And now, you hold it once again.
you're saying that sword traveled through time the same way you did?
Yes, but more importantly, in my original time, the Demon King was vulnerable to even the smallest piece of this sword.
Even someone like him has vulnerabilities. Then, what exactly are you suggesting we do with the sword?
Over time, The Master Sword is able to absorb sacred power. It can heal itself, and even grow stronger.
Curious. If we were able to empower it in that way, it could be the key to defeating the Demon King. But it could take centuries for that sword to grow strong enough. The power the Demon King wields. I do not see how this can be done. It would be impossible for you to provide it with sacred power for so long.
I can think of one way.
You mean?
Yes, I can do it. I have to.
I've told you, that act is forbidden for a very good reason. It would mean throwing yourself away.
Oh, Minoru!
You won't be able to change back.
The moment I had the sword, I knew what to do. I knew this was why I came to this era. I want to restore the Master Sword and deliver it to Link.
I understand. You really have made up your mind? Very well then. As a Zonai, I bear my share of blame for these events. So I too will devote myself to this goal and to this hero of yours. For the swordsman Link, I will do everything I can. Even if my body should perish, I will still be with you in spirit. Aha!
Afterward, Zelda and I discussed strategy. We laid the groundwork for guiding you in the distant future.
Well then.
Before the gloom affliction took my life, I became a spirit and entered the Purapad. Then Then Zelda did what she felt she must and began the forbidden process. She believed you would use the Master Sword to defeat the Demon King and restore peace to Hyrule.
Aha!
You already have in hand the hope that Zelda left to you. The sword that seals the darkness, the Master Sword.
Well then.
Go now, Link. With the Sword of Hope that Zelda left to you, you will surely smite Demon King Ganondorf. Trial of the Master Sword. Oh. Never mind. Gathering materials from the depths to aid her research. My progress has been interrupted when the servants of the Demon King occupied the Spirit Temple. Your efforts are allowing me to return to my duty. I offer you my deepest thanks. This is one of the fruits of my excavation. Take it with my gratitude. Oh, thanks. I've not used any of them because I'm too afraid to use them. Previously informed you that Minoru tasked me with excavating materials in this vicinity. Did it say vicinity? Or facility? Vicinity. One such material was Zonite. I would ask you to offer me all that you can spare. Payment would, of course, be provided in return. I can offer you one ancient blade for every 50 pieces of Zonite you supply. Okay. Actually, I want to see if you can attach this to a sword. It says that you can put it on an arrow. Could you put it on a sword? So if I have the Master Sword, we'll just do this. It just kind of gets attached. Demon King is building power somewhere in the world, even now.
Aha. Well then.
Perfectly tuned with the contract, buddy. I might already sworn to pledge you. Okay. Is this the same? Okay, no, this guy just builds this other stuff. Okay. Wow. I didn't think that stuff had much use, but that actually helps out a lot. Well, I guess that was the temple. I would say slight disappointment that it was not like a cool thunder temple like in the sky like I was thinking, and possibly like semi hinted at. Okay, those are not breakable. But I think it was okay. I think it deserves more than a half point. But I'm only going to give it a half point. Just because we kind of found that area earlier. So I would say it kind of is weaning off the expectation of a temple a little bit. It was definitely a different kind, which is fine. It was all right. Puzzles were good. They were pretty good puzzles. Even though I was very dumb. They were good. But man, they really did not expect you to have the Master Sword already. And we kind of beeline for it. I wonder, like, man, did they really, like, want you to beeline every temple and then kind of do the rest of it? It feels that way. Oh, it's over there. I was, like, one off. Also with like a lot of the quest lines where it's like, oh, Zelda was here doing this, Zelda was here doing that. You know, it kind of feels like you're supposed to, you know, do as much as you can. Oh, but that doesn't really make sense, because if you do all the temples, then you're obviously going to figure out there's a fake Zelda. So it's weird. It's like they want you to do all of the side quest stuff and then do the temples and then do the geoglyphs. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously intended to be done in whatever order. So it's pretty much pointless for me to be like, oh, it should be done in this way. But I got really excited when it said Trial of the Master Sword. I thought it was gonna like direct us to power it up like in the DLC. But I don't even know how that would work, because it doesn't have an attack stat and I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's already been discovered. And it scales obviously with whatever you attach to it. But I am curious about the specifics. No, I need to get that. God, it's not telling me where Ganondorf is. I mean, I know where he is. It's very obvious where he is. And it might not be obvious, but I've watched that opening cutscene at least 3 times now, if not more. And I said it earlier. I'm like, oh, he's obviously in Hyrule Castle, but we've been there and we've done that. So he's not there, but he is below it. I'm guessing these are like graves or something. I'm reading into the Dark Souls lore of not explaining it. I can't leave. I guess it just wants me to teleport away. I think obviously this is the next spot. Three hours. Do we call it here? Well, did you find anything about the 5th sage?
What?
Found the Sage of Spirit? Minoru? This is incredible. That means we have the 5 sages. Fantastic work, Link. Can't believe this is actually one of the sages who faced off against the Demon King alongside Princess Zelda. And now we have news about the princess. There's some relief in that, at least. So, in the ancient past, Princess Zelda worked to restore the decayed Master Sword and return it to your hands, trusting that you would defeat the Demon King in the present day. She did so much, all on her own.
What?
The Master Sword was restored, you say? When were you planning on telling me? And it was found on the head of a white dragon of all places. That's hard to believe. However, this was Princess Zelda's wish, one she believed in so strongly that she gave her life to see it through, for us. Thank you for finding the sword, Link. I have to say, you really don't look quite yourself unless you have the Master Sword at your side.
Check it.
Now then, seems you have all you need. You're prepared to face our enemy. We need to determine where the Demon King is lurking. Seems unlikely he'd still be in Hyrule Castle. I can't think of any place on the surface where... I can't think of any place he'd be on... here on the surface. That must mean... that's it, the depths. Well, wouldn't you say there's a high probability that he's in the depths? Do what you think is best, of course. But my suggestion is to ask Josha for any info she may have. She's enthusiastic about investigating the depths, so I'm sure she'd be happy to help out.
Yeah.
Link, the rest is up to you. Well, I'm thinking we call it here. Tomorrow we could do the Koga stuff, because we haven't done a lot of the depths, and I don't really have a lot planned this week. I was hoping to play more Omega Strikers and get back into that, but Zelda is just it's just taking me. And I'd like to get back to doing some work. There's just a touch more stuff I have to get ready for Saturday. It's not too much, but I'd like to get it started sooner rather than later. That was a lot. I was only planning on doing about one temple. Then we can do Koga stuff tomorrow. And then we'd probably wrap up Zelda. Well, not wrap up, but like defeat Ganondorf, air quotes, on Wednesday.